Did you ever wonder why there are no tigers in Africa? Yes, the land of the Sahara's golden sands, the Serengeti's endless plains, and the Congo's lush rainforests, yet not a single tiger prowls these diverse landscapes. A mystery, isn't it? Africa, a continent teeming with diverse wildlife and a multitude of habitats, seems like it would be the perfect home for these majestic creatures. From the savannas that could host the Bengal tigers of India to the thick forests that could hide the Siberian tigers of Russia, Africa appears to have it all. Yet the continent remains conspicuously tigerless. This absence of tigers in Africa has stumped many. Some have speculated that perhaps Africa's existing predators, such as lions and leopards, have outcompeted tigers, keeping them from establishing a foothold. Others suggest that maybe Africa's climates are simply too harsh for tigers to survive. But these are just theories, guesses in the wind. There's no concrete evidence to support them. In fact, they are more often than not misconceptions based on incomplete understanding. The truth, as it turns out, is far more complex and fascinating. The absence of tigers in Africa is not just about competition or climate. It's a story that spans millions of years, a tale woven from threads of evolution, migration, and survival. It's about the intricate dance of nature, where every player, no matter how large or small, has a role to play. So don't be fooled by the seemingly straightforward question. The answer isn't as simple as it might seem. It's a riddle wrapped in a mystery. Inside an enigma, a puzzle that has intrigued scientists and researchers for years. And now, we're going to embark on a journey to unravel this puzzle. We'll travel back in time, explore uncharted territories, and dive deep into the world of these magnificent beasts. We'll challenge the misconceptions, uncover the facts, and perhaps in the process discover something truly extraordinary. Join us as we delve into this captivating mystery. Let's journey back in time to the origins of the tiger. Picture a world 2 million years ago during the early Pleistocene era. This was a time of significant climatic shifts when the ancestors of the modern tiger first emerged. The Panthera tigris lineage, as we know it today, started its journey from the lands of what is now China. Over the millennia, these magnificent beasts evolved, adapting to different habitats and climates, spreading their reign across the vast landscapes of Asia. From the icy Siberian taigers to the mangrove swamps of the Sundarbans, the tiger proved to be a true master of survival. Their evolution led to the emergence of different subspecies, each distinct and beautifully adapted to its environment. The Siberian or Amur tiger, the largest of all, developed a thick coat to survive the harsh Siberian winters. Meanwhile, the Sumatran tiger, the smallest subspecies, adapted to the dense, hilly forest of Sumatra. Moving west, we encounter the Bengal tiger, famous for its vibrant orange coat and prominent black stripes, making its home in the grasslands, marshes, and tropical rainforests of the Indian subcontinent. And in the south of the Malay Peninsula, we find the Malayan tiger, a subspecies recently recognized in the early 21st century. Then there's the South China tiger, considered a stem tiger from which all other subspecies evolved. Sadly, it's critically endangered and possibly extinct in the wild. And finally, the Indo-Chinese tiger, a subspecies that once roamed across much of Southeast Asia but is now confined to small pockets of forest due to human activities. Through this journey, we've seen how tigers have evolved and adapted, carving their niches in the diverse landscapes of Asia. Their story is one of resilience, survival, and the power of adaptation. But why then are there no tigers in Africa? History, as it turns out, holds the answer to our question. Let's delve into the annals of time to uncover the historical distribution of tigers. Tigers originated in East Asia around 2 million years ago. Their reign expanded across vast territories from the cold Siberian tigers to the sultry rainforests of the Indonesian archipelago. Their paw prints marked the soil of many a land, but never that of Africa. Why is it that the tiger, a creature of such power and majesty, never set foot in the cradle of civilization? Well, the answer lies in the geographical barriers that separated Africa from the rest of the world. Imagine a time when the continents were not as we know them today. During the Pleistocene epoch, about 2.5 million years ago, sea levels were much lower. This resulted in land bridges connecting various parts of the globe. These bridges allowed animals, including the ancestors of our modern tigers, to migrate and expand their territories. However, Africa's position on the globe, surrounded by vast oceans and deserts, posed a formidable barrier. The Sahara to the north, the Atlantic to the west, the Indian Ocean to the east, and the Mediterranean Sea to the northeast effectively insulated Africa from the tiger's native Asian habitats. In addition, the Isthmus of Suez, the only land connection between Africa and Asia, was a narrow, inhospitable strip of land that formed an additional barrier. With these geographical hurdles, it became virtually impossible for tigers to migrate to Africa. It's interesting to note that while Africa remained inaccessible to tigers, it was home to its own breed of large predators: lions, leopards, and cheetahs. These magnificent creatures, much like the tiger, evolved to master their environments and became the reigning predators of the African landscape. So, it was geography, not suitability, that kept the tigers away from Africa. The story of the tiger's absence in Africa is a testament to the power of geography in shaping the distribution of species across our planet. But Africa was not devoid of its own fearsome predators. A land of diverse and untamed wilderness, Africa is home to a legion of formidable hunters, each with its own unique set of skills and adaptations. With the absence of tigers, other predators seize the opportunity to rise and rule. Take, for instance, the lion, often referred to as the king of the jungle. With its powerful build and cooperative hunting techniques, the lion has, over the ages, carved out a niche for itself at the top of the food chain. In the vast savannas of Africa, the lion's roar echoes far and wide, a testament to its undisputed reign. Then there's the elusive leopard, a master of stealth and surprise. Unlike the lion, the leopard is a solitary hunter, using its exceptional agility and strength to bring down prey. Its ability to adapt to various habitats, from dense forests to arid deserts, has allowed it to thrive across the African continent. These predators, and many more like the hyenas and the African wild dogs, have filled the ecological niches that tigers might have occupied. They've shaped the ecosystem around them, influencing everything from the behavior of their prey to the structure of the vegetation. Africa's predators are not just hunters, they are vital cogs in the intricate machinery of the African ecosystem. They control overpopulation, maintain balance, and even aid in the evolution of other species. Their presence is integral to the health and diversity of their habitats. Each of these predators has its own story of survival, of adaptation, and of evolution. They've risen to the challenges of their environment just as tigers have elsewhere. In the absence of tigers, they've become the rulers of their own domains, the masters of their own destinies. The stage was set for a different kind of tiger race in Africa. A race not of tigers, but of lions, leopards, hyenas, and wild dogs, each competing in its own way to survive and thrive in the wild heart of Africa. Imagine, for a moment, a world where tigers did make it to Africa. A land where the rosettes of the leopard would meet the stripes of the tiger. A world where the king of the jungle, the lion, would cross paths with the largest cat species in the world. Now that's a sight, isn't it? In this hypothetical scenario, let's think about how the arrival of tigers might have affected the African ecosystem. Tigers, known for their strength and agility, would certainly have been formidable competitors in the African wilderness. Would they have claimed territory, displacing local predators such as lions, leopards, and hyenas? Or would they have found a niche, a place in the ecosystem where they could coexist with Africa's native carnivores? Consider the potential interactions. Would a tiger challenge a lion for its pride? Could we have seen a coalition of tigers similar to how male lions band together. Or perhaps the solitary nature of tigers would have seen an increase in one-on-one encounters between these mighty beasts. And what about the prey? The wildebeest, the gazelle, the zebra? Would they have been more or less at risk? Tigers are ambush predators, relying on stealth and surprise. Would their hunting tactics have changed the dynamics of the African savanna? And finally, what would have been the impact on the ecosystem as a whole? Tigers in Africa could have induced a cascade of changes, affecting every level of the food web. From the smallest insects to the largest elephants, the introduction of a new top predator could have reshaped the African wilderness in ways we can hardly fathom. But alas, this is a scenario that exists only in our imaginations. As we ponder these questions, let's remember that each species plays a vital role in its ecosystem. The story of the tiger reminds us of the intricate and delicate balance of nature. It urges us to respect and protect our world's diverse, beautiful, and sometimes surprising wildlife. The real tiger race, however, is not one of dominance, but of survival. We've journeyed through the historical and hypothetical realms of tiger dominance. Now, we delve into the stark reality of the present day. Tigers, these majestic creatures that symbolize strength and power, are on the brink of extinction. Their habitats are shrinking, prey is dwindling, and human conflicts are escalating. Poaching and illegal wildlife trade are also significant threats. The tiger, once the ruler of the jungle, is now fighting for its very existence. The global tiger population has experienced a drastic decline over the past century. From an estimated 100,000 at the start of the 20th century, we're now down to around 3,500. But it's not all doom and gloom. Conservationists, governments, and communities worldwide are rallying to reverse this trend. Major conservation efforts are underway, aimed at protecting and preserving these magnificent creatures. The Global Tiger Initiative, launched in 2008, is a collaborative worldwide effort to double the number of wild tigers by 2022. This initiative involves 13 tiger range countries and has seen some early successes, particularly in India and Russia. In Africa, the focus is on creating safe and sustainable habitats for tigers. The African Wildlife Foundation, for instance, works towards landscape conservation, ensuring that tigers have sufficient space to roam, hunt, and breed. Other initiatives like anti-poaching squads and community education programs aim to reduce human-tiger conflict and promote coexistence. These efforts are crucial, not just for the survival of tigers, but for the health of our planet. Tigers are apex predators, playing a vital role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. Their survival is a litmus test for the health of the habitats they occupy and ultimately for the state of our world. The race is on not to rule but to endure. For the tiger, it's a race against time and against the odds. And for us, it's a race to ensure that future generations can marvel at these magnificent creatures, not just in stories, but in the wild where they truly belong. What can we learn from the tale of the tiger's absence in Africa? The tale of the tiger, a story of its absence from the vast continent of Africa, is a riveting narrative that speaks volumes about the intricate workings of our natural world. It unravels the importance of geographical barriers in species distribution and the role of competition in shaping ecosystems. Let's delve a bit deeper and dissect these lessons. First off, the geographical barriers. The tiger's tale highlights how these natural obstacles play a crucial role in determining where a species can thrive. Tigers, for instance, never made it to Africa due to the formidable barrier of the Sahara Desert. This vast expanse of sand, heat, and arid conditions proved too challenging for the tiger to cross, thereby limiting its distribution to Asia. This lesson is a stark reminder of how geography can dictate the spread and survival of species. Now let's move on to the second lesson: the role of competition in shaping ecosystems. Tigers are apex predators, and in their Asian habitats, they rule unchallenged. However, in Africa, they would have found themselves in a fierce competition with lions, hyenas, and other predators. This competition could have drastically altered the ecosystem dynamics, affecting not just the predators, but also the prey species and the overall biodiversity. The tiger's tail also teaches us about the delicate balance of nature. It underscores the fact that every species has its place in the ecological puzzle. Remove one or introduce a new one, and the entire ecosystem can shift, often with unpredictable consequences. In conclusion, the tiger's tail is more than just a story of a majestic beast's absence from a continent. It's a fascinating exploration into the forces that shape our natural world: geography, competition, and balance. It's a lesson in understanding and respecting the intricate, delicate, and often surprising workings of nature. The tiger's tail is a testament to the intricate workings of nature. As we come to the end of our journey, let's reflect on the tiger's tail. We've delved into the mysteries of the past, unraveled the historical reasons that led to the absence of tigers in Africa. It's a tale interwoven with the threads of evolution, geography, and human intervention, all contributing to the fascinating narrative of these majestic creatures. We've journeyed back in time, tracing the origins of tigers, understanding their historical trajectory, and the circumstances that confined them to Asia. We've navigated the complex interplay of environmental and ecological factors and how these have shaped the distribution of tiger populations across the globe. The absence of tigers in Africa is not a mere historical anecdote, but an ecological reality that has had profound implications. In the absence of this apex predator, the African ecosystem has evolved uniquely, shaping its own intricate web of predator-prey relationships. The intricate balance of Africa's ecosystems would have been significantly different had these majestic beasts roamed the African plains. Yet, the story of the tiger is not limited to its historical absence in Africa. It is also a tale of resilience and survival in the face of adversity. We've explored the significant conservation efforts underway to protect these magnificent creatures. The work of dedicated conservationists, advances in technology, and the collective will of communities across the globe are all driving efforts to preserve the tiger's legacy. The tiger's tail is a testament to the power of nature, the intricacies of evolution, and the indomitable spirit of survival. It's a story that underscores the importance of biodiversity and the need for its conservation. It's a tale that compels us to reflect on our relationship with the natural world and the role we play in shaping its future. The tiger's tail in Africa may be a story of absence, but it is one filled with fascinating insights and important lessons. It is a story that continues to unfold, a narrative that we are all part of, and one that will continue to shape our understanding of the natural world.